Hello and welcome to Losers Watch Love Island. I'm Brandon.
Crista.
And she's Crista. Today we are recapping episodes 14 and 15 of Love Island USA Season 6.
Yes. Correct. Give your recap.
Episode 13. The only thing that mattered was the big fight between Rob, Leah, and then Liv, Serena, and every other girl that jumped in afterwards. But it ended off with Rob confronting Leah about how Andrea got sent home because of Leah, and Leah was lying to him the whole time. So
And then Leah called Liv a bitch.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that. Because Liv told her to fuck off, basically, and then walked away.
Liv called her a compulsive liar.
Which she is.
So did Rob, and Rob said, doors closed, and everyone walked away mad.
Then my last note was, I hate Leah.
Yeah.
Which I still hate Leah. Nothing has changed.
We get a preview of this episode where it says that a boy is going home.
Casa Amor.
Casa Amor was the end of last episode.
That's every episode.
This is the preview for what's happening on this episode, where a boy is going home, and it's definitely Connor.
100%.
Yeah.
The poor guy.
The poor fella.
The poor guy, because he knew 3 episodes ago he was the next one going home. Like, it sucks. It's a sad time for him.
Sad time. So, the episode starts, and we're picking up right after the fight.
And Leah starts complaining about how Liv's only here for the drama, and she's dramatic, and blah, blah, blah. Like, are you not the kettle calling the pot black? Is that the saying?
That is the saying.
Yeah, get the fuck out. That is a joke. Of all the people that could be ever saying the sentence, lives for the drama, it can't be you.
Yes, I agree.
It can't be you. Just get out. And then she's fake crying. I can also do that. Can I get paid some money?
No, you can't. Not for that.
Like, I don't know. It was just a lot. And Rob does not care what you have to say at all.
This is dumb. It turns into like a little feud where everyone is going to complain to everyone about what happened in their side of the story a million times. It's great, fun, awesome.
Well, and she's just crying about how he doesn't care. Yeah, he doesn't. He does not care what you have to say.
Yep.
You called Liv over, so you can't be mad that Liv was in the conversation, because then she's bitching about that. You said, Liv, come over, and she goes, that was my fault, but, I thought she'd have my back. So you only called her over because you thought she was going to lie for you?
Yeah.
Get out. Like, everything you're saying is actually insane. Just stop.
So that goes on for a while.
Yeah, I was very mad for like 15 minutes of the show.
You sure were. And then we get Miguel and Nicole chatting. This is where Miguel would like Nicole to choose between him and Kendall. And then this...
Talked about being jealous and all this shit, which was stupid.
Yeah, because he's definitely not.
No, he does not give a shit.
No, he doesn't.
My only note was unsure.
Yeah.
About their combo.
Yeah, I can't tell, like, at this point, Nicole is telling him that hearing that from him is a turn on. But later on, we get the opposite.
Yeah,
so,
it was weird.
And then we get Connor making a toasty with Cassidy.
What the hell's a toasty?
I think it's a grilled cheese, just judging by what I saw, but I'm not 100% sure.
Who's calling it a toasty? Is that what they call grilled cheese in the States? I feel like it's just grilled cheese.
I don't know.
So I'm going to Google it. I don't know why I didn't.
Anyway, Connor's trying with Cassidy because, like, that's pretty much the only option he has right now.
And they would have been cute.
They would have.
That's a cute
They could be.
jam.
We don't know.
We don't know at all that Connor's going home.
Shut up.
They could have been cute. Like, she's new and I get it's hard to decide and you have your eye on who you have, but I think they could have been cute.
And Connor's like, I only have one option here to talk to, so you don't know if that's like genuine wanting to or trying to stay around and alive or whatever.
Being Leah, you mean?
Well, like, you can do that without being malicious, you know?
Yeah, you can do it without being a bitch.
Yeah.
But Leah doesn't.
Okay, calm down.
We have Janae and Kenny talking in soul ties. They're pretty cute.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
Like, they're nothing exciting from their conversation, but
they're cute.
They're cute together.
We get bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
And Leah's sleeping outside in soul ties.
But it was so dramatic of Rob to sleep outside. What a, baby. And then you're going to sleep outside like a little crybaby? Shut up. Shut up. Who slept with her again? Was it Janae this time? It was Serena the first time.
I don't know who slept with
I
her.
think it was Janae this time.
Yeah, because Janae is still single.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Janae went out and slept in Solstice because she offered up her bed. She said, you can sleep in my bed. And Leah said, no, I just want to be away from everyone.
Yeah.
But when Rob did that, it wasn't okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least she didn't hide in a pool.
Yet.
Yeah, maybe she will.
Maybe she will.
Maybe she follows suit.
Maybe
That'd be
everything
cool.
is fine when I do it, says Leah.
And then she fake apologizes again.
Well, this is the morning now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
They slept.
Well, nothing exciting happens at night. You always have to talk about it, but it's boring. People kiss. It's always Aaron and Taylor.
Yeah.
Woo! Anyway, so then Leah is out there with her fake apology. And then why does Serena always have to get involved now?
Because Serena and Kayla both went with Liv and Leah to
Because
have this conversation because all four were the ones that chose to get rid of Andrea,
yes,
they
but
all
Serena
felt
invited
involved.
her and Kayla into the conversation.
I guess.
And that's awkward as it already. And then I hated that Leah gave her bullshit fake apology or whatever. And Liv says, oh, well, I stand by everything I said, but I could have presented it better, whatever. And
Yep.
Serena goes, so you're standing behind calling her a or a compulsive liar? Liv's like, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
But why did you have to bring that up? No one was bringing that up.
Yep.
I don't understand. I like Serena. It just bugs me that you had to bring that up for no reason. She is a compulsive liar.
Serena is butthurt for Leah because that's her bestie.
But do you not know she's a compulsive liar? She probably lies to Serena's face 24/7.
Probably.
It's fucking wild.
Probably.
I was so glad that Liv said, yeah, I do stand behind that still.
Yeah.
As you
Good for
should.
Liv.
That is what you said, and that is what you meant.
Good for Liv.
This is when Liv starts redeeming herself for me.
I think last episode was when that started.
No, I know, but she's really continued
Uh-huh.
to redeem it a bit more. I still don't like her, but I get it more.
Connor starts talking to Leah,
About Leah.
about Leah to Miguel, and he talks her up, and that is the stupidest thing. Why are you wasting your breath?
Because he's a sweet guy.
But it's dumb.
And nice
dumb.
guys always finish last. That's why he's gone.
That's why he might be gone.
Shut up. That's why all the nice people leave, except for Aaron, because they all finish last because they picked the wrong people. These poor, sweet souls. Except for Aaron.
Because he's great and isn't going to finish last. Right?
No, he's going to finish first.
Right? Okay.
I'm still standing behind it. I'm just a little scared for Casa more with all of them.
Yeah.
Am I worried about Cordell? I don't know. Do I think Cordell will fuck things up with Serena and Casa, or will Serena fuck things up?
I don't know.
Because somebody's going to fuck something up. And they're the most likely.
This is not a
Sorry.
Casa prediction time.
Fine. Do you have anything else about that before the text?
No.
Kenny gets a text for a game. Hashtag drop it like it squats. That was my favorite part of the text.
It's called Flex Appeal.
Yeah. And they all are dressed like Saved by the Bell, which...
They're dressed as 80s workout video. Workout video.
But some of the patterns the guys have on are legitimately stuff that they wore in Saved by the Bell. You just don't know because you're a weirdo who's never seen it. But it was a show for our age.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
100%.
No, it wasn't. It was 10 years.
No, you're insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Are
so
you going to tell the rules? Yeah? Okay.
I'll go through the dumb game.
Okay.
So the boys climb up a thing, some kind of stage-esque thing, and they're wearing their little 80s outfits, 80s, 90s outfits with their colors. They rip off their clothes. They flex around. They pick up foam weights to show off their drop it like it squats. They slide down a pole. They then oil themselves up, and then they jump on a bouncy board and try and drink a shake, which looks disgusting.
One of them gagged.
Yeah. Then they go over and they pick up a kettlebell and read a question that's like, which boy do you think is the biggest jerk? And then they go and crush a balloon with the face of another boy with the kettlebell.
No wonder we had to pause. So much instruction on yours. I wrote very bullet point about what was happening in the game. You wrote every detail about nothing.
And I'm not done.
Oh my.
Because after they drop the kettlebell, then they have to go jump in an ice bath. And then they have to pop out of the ice bath. And then they have to go and find the girl they want to make out with. and then they bring that girl to a sauna room and make out with them, and then they all get judged afterwards. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, but then notable moments in this entire challenge. Aaron diving head first into the ice bath was wild. Yep. I would never.
He did a great dive.
And then whoever was the big baby next, and I can't remember, was like...
I'll go through it all.
I like having my notable moment.
Uh-huh.
I just thought it was crazy that he head first dove in.
My notable moments of the other guy, I can't remember. It was
I think it was Cordell, yeah. And he was like, how did he do that? Yes. I thought that was a fun topic. Whatever. Go ahead.
Connor went first, and then he had to pick the boy who is most arrogant, and he chose Kendall.
As he should.
Kenny went next.
What? You're not going to talk about who they kissed? Did you not write that down?
Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry.
Yeah, what the hell? That's important.
I guess it is. All of them choose their couples pretty much. Connor chose Cassidy, though.
Yes.
And then made out with them. Kenny went next. He got biggest poser, and he chose Miguel.
As he should.
And then he yells, every time you see a mirror, you stop and flex, bro. And I thought that was funny.
And he probably is the biggest poser.
100%.
For sure.
And if that's how you mean poser, yes, 100%. Poser could also be like the person who's fake, or posing as something that they aren't.
I mean,
I think literally it's Miguel.
I also think Miguel is fake, though. Out of all of them, I think Miguel is the fakest human.
Gasp.
Anyway, he kisses Janae. Moving on.
Kendall went after. Which boy is the least trustworthy? And then he picks Rob.
And Rob was pissed.
Yeah, Rob's a big crybaby.
Oh, he was so mad.
Do you know?
Yeah, but that's like one of your best friends, and they're calling you untrustworthy to try and defend Leah.
Yeah, that was a stupid decision for Kendall to say that.
That's a bad defense. Yeah. Was to try and say, well, it's because of all the stuff that happened with Leah. Well, then she is the... it just doesn't... That didn't make sense.
No.
I get you have to pick someone. I do understand that. And picking your friend is sometimes the safest option because you know that they're going to be like, it's fine, whatever. But Rob's a big baby. We all know that. He hid in a pool for like an hour. And then...
They're beefing. They're beefing later.
Also then defending the psychopath. Anyways, it was insane. And he kisses Nicole. Moving on.
Nigel goes. He has the question, which boy has no game? And he picked Connor.
And Janae said, you have game. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I need from my ex, says Connor.
But he doesn't really have a lot of game.
No.
He's kind of I think he's too shy.
Yeah, and he's already shot his shot with the girls that are here, you know? Yeah. He has no game because it's been used up.
Yeah, that's fair. Nigel
kisses Liv.
Yeah.
Which she was surprised about.
Yep.
Miguel goes next. He gets who is only here for clout, and he chooses Kenny.
Which I thought was weird.
It's weird, but it's just revenge for Kenny choosing him for his poser.
That's true.
And then Miguel chooses Nicole to make out with.
Which was kind of awkward. It felt awkward. I don't know why. I felt awkward.
Aaron goes next, and this is the one where he dive bombs into the ice bath.
Killing it,
yeah.
King.
His question is, if you left tomorrow, who would steal your girl? And he chooses Kenny. And then he goes I don't know you, bro. We're not even close friends yet. So you totally don't have any feelings about stealing my girl from me. And yeah, fair.
Yeah, you would be the first one to go after it. I get it.
Yeah, and he says Kayla's great, and who wouldn't want to steal her?
No.
Yeah.
True facts. And then he kisses Kayla?
No, he makes out with Leah. It's so strange. Don't look at me
And he kisses Kayla. Moving on. Rob
goes up. Which boy would you like to dump next? And he chooses Kendall.
Because he's pissed.
Because he's a big crybaby, and he's pissed about being called a liar by him.
Yeah. Untrustworthy, which is worse than being called a liar, in my opinion.
Sure.
It's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
You can be a liar. You can...
Don't trust a liar.
But you can be untrustworthy and not be a liar.
True.
So untrustworthy is worse. Because what if you're always honest and stuff and then somebody thinks you're untrustworthy? That's shitty.
I guess.
It's worse than being called a liar. Because at least half the time if you're a liar, you know it. You know you're lying, so you know you're a piece of shit.
I guess you can trick yourself into thinking you're more trustworthy than you are.
Yes. I think it's shittier. Continue.
Okay. He goes and makes out with Cassidy.
But he kisses Liv on the cheek first, which was cute.
You told me to keep it brief and just choose what they actually
Oh, my God.
Cordell is the final guy, and
the biggest baby in the ice bath.
he's the biggest baby the whole time, but he is the best dancer.
Yes.
And he is the best going down the pole.
Yes. Yeah, because you were taking notes and somebody held the side of the pole and like was fully sideways. I think it was Miguel, and it was really cool.
Yep.
But you missed it.
Sorry, I was too busy taking my detailed notes.
Your second job, yes.
Cordell pours his milkshake into his mouth and then gags about it.
Yep.
It was terrible to watch. I don't know how he's pulling off sexy there. He gets which boy is the biggest threat, and he chooses Nigel because he's taken Serena on a date.
Yeah, makes sense.
Trying to steal his girl.
Then he kisses Serena, obviously.
And then he makes out with Serena. And this is after him crying and being a big baby about the ice bath as well. And he can't even get out. He like jumps up, but he can't get out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he won.
Just crying.
And then he won.
Yeah, he won. He somehow won.
Because he's the best dancer out of all of them. Like, he actually did a good job dancing. And also, no one kissed Leah. Bye.
Yes, that is the highlight of your...
It was the highlight. It really was, though, because that sucks. That you're the only one that sucks. So then Nicole talks a bit about how she's leaning more towards Kendall, finally.
Yep.
And that's great.
Game's over. Everyone's back at the villa. They're all just chatting.
And Nicole's talking about that. And that's the only notable thing I had from that whole conversation.
Yep.
And then we have Rob and Kendall airing it out and chatting about how Rob was offended because he's a big baby.
He's a big baby.
And they hug it out and whatever because they're normal humans.
Let's just never talk about this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
My next note's about Leah.
Okay. Is that before or after Rob talks to Cassidy?
I actually don't know. I don't have anything about Rob and Cassidy having a conversation.
They talk about how Rob was jealous of her date with Miguel, and then she talks about like, oh, I looked over and saw you sleeping there and I could have chose you, but then I just went with Miguel.
But I didn't. Ha ha ha. Funny joke.
Yeah.
And then
Great couple there.
And then he was like, oh, that makes me even more jealous. Rob's just so awkward when he talks about anything with anyone.
He is.
Like the next episode, he's just so uncomfortable. He's just, I don't know what it is about him. I think you're right. Like he has weird humor, but he also just doesn't seem like he cares about any conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm here, but not really.
He's just thinking about eels making babies and snakes.
Where do they come from?
And yeah.
Too many jokes about that.
Okay, so Miguel goes and talks to Leah for the first time that we see.
Which is stupid. And she's just making her way to live one more day in the villa because you guys have never spoken. And you're both like, well, I didn't want to, I don't know. But what are you talking about? Neither of you have ever talked about each other.
Yeah.
Like, you're both just trying to stay. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't care. That was the only thing that I took from that conversation, is that it's all a lie. And that she kisses everyone.
Yeah. Well, they make out.
Yeah.
Connor's talking head overlays this, and he goes, man, doubt to myself, I'm a fool.
Well, yeah, because it was like 2 seconds out. Yeah, poor Connor.
Yep.
That poor guy. It's just a shitty... I feel so bad for him. And he's like, it's awkward because I thought we liked each other. And now she's just already moved on. And it's been like a minute.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been a minute. But for him, it has been because she didn't tell him.
True.
So this poor guy, the whole time, she kept being like, no, we're on the same page. And he's like, okay, perfect. Like, I'm not an idiot. But the whole... In the background, she's like, no, I don't like him. It's just sad.
It was. I agree.
Poor King. I hope he finds someone great on the outside.
Janae gets a text. It's going to be a recoupling that night.
And I wrote, bye, Connor.
One boy is going home.
Sad face.
Bye, Connor, sad face.
Rob has his good luck outfit.
Yep.
On, ready to go, so he stays.
Predictions. Connor's going home.
Well, I wrote down all my couple predictions.
Okay.
So my predictions were Miguel and Leah,
Miguel.
Cassidy and Rob, Kayla and Aaron, Janae and Kenny, Liv and Nigel, Nicole and Kendall, Serena and Cordell. Bye, Connor. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, Serena went first, then Taylor, then Cassidy, then Nicole, then Liv, then Janae, then Leah.
The really surprising part was we kept thinking somebody different was going to be the villain who had to send someone home. And somehow it ended up being fucking shithead Leah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Liv.
And like, honestly, you could have cut it either way, where Liv was choosing between Nigel and Connor being the last one, or Leah choosing between old relationship with Connor versus new relationship with Miguel, which is what they went with as the big drama last one.
But it's just silly because it had been over with Connor for so long that it was not really at all a dramatic thing. It was more dramatic that Liv cried picking Nigel because she felt so bad, because she knew that Connor was going home the minute she didn't pick him.
Yeah.
Like, that was the more sad part ever than the heartless one choosing.
Yeah. And Liv was real sad and crying and sad. Yeah.
She really, she's so strange because she's such a hard person to read or like, but she cares so much.
Uh-huh.
It's a weird combo of a person.
It is.
I'm confused by her.
Also, quick note, when Rob was chosen, Kaylor asks Aaron, do you feel better now? And he says no, because he's crying about Connor, because he knows what's up now.
Yeah, he was already crying when Liv chose. It was sad. I felt so bad for him, too.
And Rob had a talking head and said, me and Connor had bad luck. We always liked the same girls.
Yeah.
And yeah, holds true, and except for Janae.
Yeah.
So Rob always gets saved. Connor goes home. Aaron is crying the whole time because they're the three amigos.
How do we know that Rob never liked Janae? Rob's just not Janae's type, I don't think.
Well, yeah, maybe.
It's the personality. I could never picture them working because Janae wouldn't put up with it.
True.
So maybe Rob did like Janae at the beginning. You never know.
Then maybe. Connor made a very nice speech. It was cute.
It was very
strong
sweet.
bromances with Aaron and Rob.
Everything he said was so nice. It was. It made me feel even worse. Like, it was sad.
Mm-hmm.
It was sad.
I agree.
Oh, I felt so bad that whole time.
Yeah.
And
then we get it tomorrow night, a prediction for the next episode, where the America people are voting on the least compatible couples.
Well, they're voting the most compatible.
Yeah.
And then whoever isn't,
least.
yes.
Yeah.
Is getting, yeah.
So my least was Liv and Nigel. That was my prediction.
Oh, I only put who I thought would be the most compatible because they're voting the most compatible, not the least compatible.
Well, the most doesn't matter, and also they never actually say who the most is because they say in no
but they
particular
say
order.
For the lowest.
Yeah,
but I thought it would be Rob and Cassie. They're just too new.
Fair.
Like, I don't know.
Well, so is Nigel and Liv. So.
Yeah, but Rob's still sad boy, so it's harder because people want him to be with Andrea.
Yeah.
The world, you know.
It just went.
He should have, but he didn't. So here we are.
Here we are.
In episode 15.
Episode 15. We open up with Leah and Miguel paired up, and they chat. Boo.
So
don't talk.
I purposely didn't want to bitch about Leah because I knew the last episode I bitched about her a lot. So I didn't write anything down about their conversation or the next 4 she had. Yeah. I just avoided talking about her in my notes. So I started with Janae and Kenny having a little chatty chat.
They have a chat.
It was cute.
It was cute.
Happy to sleep together. He just seems, this is where his voice got to me. I just think he talks so slow and it's weird.
Slow and deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very slow paced. He's almost in a slow motion the whole time. Or is it just because I talk a lot? I don't know. But it's weird.
We don't see we don't hear a lot of Kenny talking.
No, but for this whole episode, every time he does, he just seems slower than everyone else. And it's very odd. Anyways, they're cute though.
Janae asks Kenny his body count, and he says it's 40-something, and Janae said, that was low for a guy, and I laughed.
She was trying to make him feel better.
I know.
Because he's like Akko.
It's an Akko thing to talk about, and low, sure, not really.
Low for the people on the show.
Low for the people on the show.
Low for Koye.
Koye at 150.
250.
No, it was 150. It was 150 plus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it was 200.
And that's that conversation. Rob and Cassidy chat.
Oh my god! And the first thing he says, "Why'd you pick me?"
Yeah. Before that though, there was an overall pun.
Well, yeah,
that was good.
Because that was his 3rd time wearing overalls. Their whole conversation was so awkward. He's just so boring, and that's what makes me think he's not into it because it's just such an uncomfortable thing, and he barely talks or he asks really weird questions like, "Why'd you pick me?" And it's the way he says it.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
Yeah.
Without being loud and yelly.
Yes, and then he invited her on a trip. Yeah. Me and the boys are talking about going on this trip. You want to come?
Vietnam.
You want to come?
They're going to bike across Vietnam.
And she's like, what the fuck? Without saying what the fuck, her face was just like, no, yeah. I don't want to come with you because we've been coupled up for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it was weird.
Quite aggressive.
He's just weird.
And then we leave them and go to Kendall and Nicole. And Kendall wanted to know why Nicole chose him.
He's so needy.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
He's gotten very needy.
Well, it's about this coupling, though, because, they've been through a whole Miguel.
Yeah, but he's kind of annoying. He's annoying me.
Okay.
Just his existence.
She mostly says he's more genuine than Miguel, and she didn't know if Miguel was there for the right reasons / for her.
Agree.
Fair.
I also don't think he is, so I get it.
I agree.
Why did nobody pick him for the most clout? Or did they? There was a question.
No, the clout was Kenny, and that was a revenge for Miguel.
Yeah, it should be Miguel.
Well, he can't shoot himself, so...
He could, and he should.
Then we jump to Nigel and Liv chatting.
Oh my god, I have so much to talk about in this one.
Oh, goodness.
You start, though.
Okay, I just want to... Okay, we're prefacing this. He feels weird about being with Liv right now. Like, he says that she has regrets about not picking Connor and picking him instead.
And she's giving him low energy.
Yes. Or the energy that she's getting is giving, like, regretful energy of, why did you pick me? And he doesn't feel chosen. He feels like he was just the slightly better option.
But the other option was a friendship couple. Yeah. And her picking him shows that she was willing to at least get to know him more and try with him as a romantic connection, because they all knew it was a friendship couple if it was Connor. But you didn't even give her 5 minutes. You didn't even give her a couple minutes. You just went down her throat about how you feel like she didn't want to choose you and she has regret. No asking, how are you feeling? Are you okay? I know you just sent home one of your close friends, and the nicest guy. And he just like jumps at her. So then, yeah, she's super defensive. And she's crazy, like she always is. But he didn't even give her a minute. I don't like that. I understand what he's saying, and I think he has a right to feel stressed out about it. But I don't think you get the right to talk about it 5 minutes later after she just cried and she feels horrible.
True. I feel what he feels. I get where he's coming from, but you have good points, and he should have been talking to her about her and not about him.
Just for a bit. Like, just even ask her if it's okay, if she's okay, and say, hey, I just wanted to express how I'm feeling about it, but I wanted to make sure you were okay first because I know it was a hard decision for you. That's all I wanted. Like, I have no problem with him voicing his opinion, and I have no problem with him feeling upset. I get it. I just think that you didn't give her any time. I did not like, though, when he asked her for a hug, and she just walked away and said, I'm not affectionate.
Yeah.
And I get that was her mad, but it was awkward.
I think Liv way overreacted and jumped down his throat the second she felt offended.
Yes.
Not threatened. That is definitely not the...
No, but like... threatened in the conversation where he was like attacking her.
He was not attacking.
It was the way he said it, though. I understand why she got more upset. She was already upset, though. Like, if you're already super emotional about this, and I agree with what she said to him, you're new here. This is your first dumping of someone. You've never had to be in the position they're in. And you just, like, it's different. And you're not close with anybody. None of these people are your friends. So it's harder for them to send each other home, and it's a lot more emotional. It's different. He just doesn't understand it as much. And I don't think he was taking in the chance to understand it from her side.
Yeah, fair.
And then so then if we cut to Nigel talking to Cordell about it. And
Cordell gives some bomb advice.
Yes. So him saying that she had to pick, and she chose you because she wants to try, and don't let it get to you. She will get there. Because he's been in the same situation with Serena, where she didn't feel it at the beginning and he gave it time, and now they're doing great. And you got to see it from her side. Like, I thought that advice was really cute and good because it's true.
Yep.
I think because he had such a weird relationship with Serena at the beginning, I think he is more understanding on weird situations now.
For sure.
And gives more of a chance. Anyway, so that was my whole thing about that. Of what I didn't like.
I didn't enjoy that, like, Liv immediately goes to talk shit about Nigel to Kaylor and Nicole.
That's what they all do.
Yeah.
I know. That's probably what they have to do.
Well, no. Liv went and talked shit, and Nigel went for advice.
No, I know, but I feel like...
different ways to take that situation.
Part of their contract on Love Island is to talk shit about their conversations all the time. Anyway, the girls on this season suck. They just do. And we'll get to that.
Yeah. They all go to bed, and there's way too much making out. Yeah. Too many people are awake this night.
Too much love. Too much love in the air.
Blech.
For Brandon. He does not love.
And then we wake up, and then Liv says she's low-key pissed last night at Nigel. Yes, sure, low-key.
Yes, dear.
But then they chat.
He apologizes for being selfish.
Yeah.
And I agree.
Yeah. And he makes a joke, and Liv can't take a fucking joke.
But I think she just doesn't understand humor. She's like, too serious. It's weird.
Go home, Liv.
Oh my God. I need Leah to leave before I need Liv to leave.
I agree, but Liv also needs to leave.
No, Leah, they should go together as a couple and never come back.
She does have a talking head where she says, there's just something missing with Nigel. Well, maybe it's you, Liv. Maybe something's missing with every boy you couple up with because you suck.
I mean, she does pick shitty couples. Rob was shitty. Rob is shitty. Still shitty. Miguel is shitty. Miguel
chose Liv.
Yeah, but I know, but she like tried to give it a chance. But Miguel is not here to find love. Miguel is here to be on TV and get famous somehow and make some money on the side. And then Nigel's the only one that seems like he's an okay guy.
Hakeem. But we didn't see their fight, so
No.
I don't know.
Hakeem's a hard one. You didn't even like Hakeem when he came in.
Not when he first came in,
Yeah.
and then we saw almost nothing of what he was like when he walked in, and then he was an okay dude.
Yeah. Right.
Or I thought he was, from what we saw.
I'm glad he apologized. That's all that matters.
Yes, I agree. Leah and Miguel talk, and Leah doesn't seem awful for once. You might not like her, but like she doesn't seem awful, and she actually seems like she has a personality right now.
I just feel like
Much than the yes girl that she was with Connor.
yes, but I just feel like their conversations are so fake. I just feel like everything they say is fake.
Talked about movies, and she has a home theater and built a popcorn machine.
And talks about how she's a handyman, so she's lying out her ass once again in a conversation.
You don't know that.
She is not a handyman.
You don't know that.
You even said, yeah, right. You out loud said, yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think she actually built a popcorn machine like from spare parts she found. I think she probably bought a popcorn machine and then had to put it together like IKEA furniture.
Yes, but I don't believe that something breaks in her house and she's just right there fixing it. No, you're not.
Uh-huh. Rob and Cassidy talk.
His first statement, you remind me of a bee. The fuck?
And that's because she never stops moving around. Like a bee, I guess.
It's just a weird thing to say to someone on your first, like, big conversation.
First big conversation, they had one last night.
Yeah, but, like, it was short.
Well, we don't know how long.
I guess. It's a weird thing to say.
She does mention that she's starting to get Rob's humor, and it takes a while, and I kind of agree, because Rob's humor seems fucking weird.
And he's boring. I think his humor is dry as fuck.
Or, like, aggressive, and, like, he's gonna... Like, everything is judged.
Well, I don't think his humor is aggressive. I think he is aggressive, just in general.
Yeah, but I think that's part of his humor, is, like, saying aggressive statements.
He's just weird, and I feel like every conversation that he's had is weird. And then she literally runs away.
Well, she breaks her kneecap on her water bottle.
Well, trying to get up to run away, because it's so awkward, and you can tell she's awkward.
Agree.
I just don't think they vibe well together. And that's fine.
Okay, you want to talk about the next garbage?
How about Aaron and Kaylor opening up and talking about love?
The L word.
Yeah, that was annoying, though. Just say love. Why do you keep saying, well, I L this about you and L this about you? Just say you love this about... Like, it was too much. But it was cute that they finally talked about it because they haven't talked about their feelings before, really. And that they're both on the same page. And they both said that at some point they could see each other falling for each other.
They could see each other falling for each other?
Yes.
Can they just see themselves falling for each other?
I will walk out right now, and you can talk about the rest of the stuff alone.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Kaylor then goes around and tells people about her and Aaron having that conversation. And then Rob does the same. Aaron pulls Rob for a chat to do the same. And then he chats with Rob about his feelings, and Rob misses Andrea. And then maybe he wants to chat with Liv. And then Aaron kind of describes their vibe and how, like, maybe you hate each other at the beginning, and then, like, you realize you slowly don't hate each other, and then you just, like, slowly meld together, and then it's like, oh, I like you.
Like us.
Yeah, right. Get out of town.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, next one.
Serena telling everyone she really liked Cordell. That was cute.
Sure.
I thought it was cute.
She just does. I don't know. People telling everyone the news you already know is done.
But it's different for Serena because she's not usually like this.
I roll.
Oh my God, whatever. You just talk about what you want to talk about then.
No.
No, go ahead.
What do we have?
My next note's about Leah. So.
Yeah, it's evening time and Leah and Cassidy chat.
And I said, why the fuck are you talking to Leah about Rob? You're so fucking stupid.
Yeah, don't be friends with Leah.
But not even just that. Like, why are you talking about Rob? Also, you watched the show before you came in. You know how much she lies about everything. It's just it's embarrassing. It's all embarrassing.
Yeah, but she was here for that big lying conversation, so you don't know what happened after that.
Leah's a snake. Like, and she called her a queen. Like, Cassie called Leah a queen. What is wrong with you people? It's fucking insane. And I'm glad that Leah was a backstabbing bitch later because it's just no surprise.
Yeah. Rob and Liv, they have a chat.
It's a weird convo.
It's a weird conversation.
Because everything's weird with him for some reason right now.
Yep. And he's just like, hey, I want to have more chats with you. And Liv says, like, I would have saved you, Rob. And then he's like, I don't want to be saved.
Well, she meant she was going to choose him.
Yeah.
But Cassidy chose him, so she couldn't, which is how she ended up with Nigel in the first place.
Yes.
Yeah, and I could see that. I feel like them would work. I think their weird, fucked up personalities could probably work together. Because, well, like Rob said, I've gotten to know her a lot now, and I think I could deal with it. Because she's hard to deal with. And so is he. They're both two very hard to deal with people.
I can't imagine them or anyone dealing with them, so I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if he already kind of knows and is willing, like, says that it wouldn't bug him or would bug him less, maybe it would work.
Maybe.
Because nothing else has.
And then Liv goes and gets a snack.
Because she loves food.
She snacks a lot on screen, and Aaron brushes his teeth a lot on screen.
Yep. I think she's a hangry person. Maybe she's just always hungry. And doesn't eat enough snacks because she's skinny. She doesn't let herself indulge. I have seen Liv eat more, though, on this show than I've seen anybody eat.
Yes.
Like, it's weird.
That's definitely true.
Like, when they went up to the balconies on that one episode, she's like, let's get the snacks. And she's, like, carrying 3 containers of candy up with her. And then Connor's eating it later. Okay?
Anyway, Nicole gets a text.
Gather at the fire
to the fire pit.
immediately. So America's been voting most compatible couple. With the fewest votes are risk being dumped tonight. Normal. So right before the saved couples get announced, because they have to do this traumatically and everybody gets a different text and it's just so annoying, I said, I guarantee you the first one's going to be fucking Liv and Miguel. And then the first text...
Leah and Miguel.
Miguel, sorry. The first text is Leah and Miguel.
Oh, they're safe.
Oh.
Okay, so we're just going to skip through this. The least compatible couples are Cassidy and Rob, and then Liv and Nigel.
The 2 new people.
Shocking.
Thunk it.
Who'd have thunk it? I mean, like, the other new person is fine.
Yeah, but Liv and Rob are the least liked, I feel like.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
I guess. So then they're standing up there, and the other Islanders have to send 2 people home.
And it's fucking savage.
Yes. This
is savage. I've never seen such a horrible recoupling.
It's not a
it's not
a recoupling.
a horrible dumping.
Yeah.
Like, this was the worst I've seen so far.
So if you wanted to vote to save the Islander, you had to go and stand behind.
And in my head, I pictured this as like a communal. Yep. Like, everybody all at the same time, everybody gets up, you go stand, and then that's how they decide, oh no, let's make them all get up individually and walk right up to the person and stand behind them. Mm-hmm. That's so much worse. And poor Serena starts it off and just goes...
Yep. And then she saves Liv.
Because we already knew. We knew that everybody was going to save Liv and Rob. This was already... If they had picked a couple to go home, it would have been more dramatic. But because they let it be individual, which I get why they did, I felt so bad that all these people are just standing. Kenny's the only one that was like a true hero to himself, and he stood behind Nigel.
Yeah. So Nigel gets Kenny, Rob gets all the other boys, Liv gets all of the girls, and Cassidy got no one. She's alone.
And it is the saddest. I felt so bad. Leah is a bitch for having that huge conversation with her. And her being like, I felt so close to you at the beginning, and I was really hoping the Rob stuff wouldn't get between us. And she was like, no, I love you so much, and blah, blah, blah. And then you couldn't even stand behind her.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered.
It wouldn't have.
Liv would have been saved the whole time. Liv had even said, please, God, Leah, pick her. Not to Leah, but like, nobody would have been mad. And then Cassidy would have not felt so alone. It was so sad.
It was.
That was the roughest thing I've seen. And then I totally understand why she called Leah out on it.
Yeah.
Like, it was heartbreaking.
Yep. And they all have half an hour to leave, and
they're all just sitting there staring at this poor girl. She's like, please get out.
Yeah. It was sad.
Stop looking at me. You're all just sitting here staring at me. And they're like, I guess we are. And like, you guys are all, the girls are fucked. Like, I've never seen, usually when a recoupling, or not recoupling, a dumping happens, they're so like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let's help you pack. Let's bring everything down together. Let's hug a bunch and whatever. And no one does this here. F the girls. And it's sad.
Yeah.
And I feel bad, even though I get they're all new and they haven't been there for very long, but other seasons, even when they've been there for a day, they still help each other pack and are nice people. You guys are fucking savages.
Yep.
And then she pulls Leah to have a talk with Leah and is like, I really have gone to bat for you since we started here. And like, since I came in, even though I didn't really know you, I've always been like, had your back. And you didn't even have mine for this.
Mm-hmm.
And Leah's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay? Like, you're awful. And then the guys are so cute. The guys are all hugging, and you're going to find a girl, and it's going to be okay, and it was so nice knowing you. And the girls are just like, okay, it's fucked.
Yeah. Then they leave.
And it's the saddest,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a sad leaving. And that's where the episode ends. And then we get a preview for Casa
More. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about how weird it is of how much notice we've gotten
Yeah.
for Casa More. Usually it's a big surprise for the Islanders, which it still is, obviously, but it's also for us.
Yeah.
I find this so odd that we're just gonna know. It must be wild, is why I think they told us.
Yeah.
Hype you up.
Okay. Favorite couple.
Kayla and Aaron.
Okay.
Hasn't changed. Still Kayla and Aaron. I feel like Cordell's moving up in my favorite guy because I think he's just so stylish lately. I just love his like outfits and stuff. I think he's been doing, and he's just so nice. Him and Aaron are very like head to head for me because they're just such sweet people.
Yeah.
And favorite girl, I don't know. No one has done anything exciting to make me like them.
Yeah, I agree.
Kayla's never seen. Liv would have to be my favorite of that one episode. No, I know. But Liv stood up for herself and against Leah, so I'm gonna go Liv this episode.
Okay. My favorite couple, Serena and Cordell.
Yes.
I'm going to pick my favorite boys, Kenny, for standing up there with Nigel.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Okay. And he talks real slow.
Wow. Don't be rude. He's a nice guy so far.
Yep. We've barely seen him, but yep.
And then my favorite girl, I will pick...
See, it's hard. None.
I'll pick Kayla. She's fine. She hasn't done anything wrong.
She didn't help poor Cassidy pack or talk to her or do anything of use. None of them did. I'm mad at everybody.
Agreed.
I take back my Liv comment. No one is my favorite girl this week. You guys are done.
Anyway, see you tomorrow night.